y'all, today I'm going to be answering one of the most common questions I get as a reseller, and that is, how do I price my items for resale? How do I know how much to price each item at? There is definitely a method to the madness. I'm not just making up a number. I will tell you this is going to be a really quick and brief overview on how to check previous sold comps for an item you're looking at listing. This is not an in-depth video, so if you're, for example, selling vintage or antiques, you definitely need to do a little bit more research. But if you're just selling pre-owned modern clothing, I'm going to show you how to look up previously sold items. That way you have a better idea on what to price your item at. So the short answer to how do I price my items for resale is I look up previously sold items that are similar to the item I'm looking at listing. I look them up on eBay and I filter them by sold listings, and I see how much other items that are similar to mine have gone for. Before I show you my screen recording and show you exactly what I do to check sold listings, I am going to make a point to say I do not use Poshmark to look up sold listings, and the reason being is because if something sells in a bundle on Poshmark, the sold listing, the price of that listing is going to be inaccurate. I sell a lot of bundles, for example, on Poshmark, and so some items that may say $30, you know, they sold for $30, it may look closer to like 15 or 20. So I'm really careful about not going by Poshmark, and I definitely like to go by eBay more. So just want to make that point before we get into the screen recording. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen recording and pop it up right here on this side of the screen. This is exactly what I do. If I'm in a thrift store, I find an item and I'm trying to figure out, is it worth me picking up to resell? So let's go on eBay, and you're going to type at the very top of the search bar, you're going to want to type whatever item it is. So I'm going to do a really common item. Let's do Columbia women's fleece extra large jacket, okay? That's a pretty common item you may run into at a thrift store. So whenever you look up your item, you're going to go to filter, and then you want to, sometimes you have to click show more. You want to scroll down and click sold. Now, I like to do this. I like to also go to condition at the very top, and I like to put in used condition. Now, whenever you get that first screen of sold listings that are similar, you're going to notice that they're kind of all over the place, and that is because it is sorting it, and I'll click the sort button for you. It's sorting it by ended recently, and I do like to scroll through those just to kind of get an idea of what are people currently paying for something. So you can see here's a Texas UT Longhorns. That one sold for about $30. I do like to skip the best offers because this one, for example, vintage 90s Columbia fleece jacket. It says it sold for $20 plus $9 shipping, but it could have been a best offer. It could have maybe only sold for $10. So we don't really know. So let's keep scrolling. You see there's a $6, there's a $50. So you're going to see for something really popular like a Columbia jacket, you may have to filter it even more. So let's go back to filter and let's do this. Let's say that you have an extra large, okay? So let's do it by an extra large, and let's also go into color. Let's say, for example, you have a purple Columbia extra large fleece jacket. This is what I like to do at this point. When I really narrow it down, I like to go back to sort, and I like to go to the lowest price, okay? From here, we can see what is the absolute lowest price people are willing to pay. So just by scrolling, it looks like I can get pretty much at least a $20. I do free shipping, so $20 free ship at least. We're going to keep scrolling. And say, just for example, say you saw something that looked like this. This is more of like a Sherpa. So the Sherpa, for example, is going to go for a lot more. They got about $40 for this Sherpa jacket. So you can go through these, and so for example, if I did not have a Sherpa and I just had a normal fleece jacket here, you can see I'm getting offers right now. If you're just looking for something simple like this, you can see $15.99 plus $8.50 for shipping. That seems to be a really common price for this item. So that's just a quick example of how I would see how much should I list something at? So if I was listing this, I would probably do 25 bucks free ship. So I hope this was helpful. This is just a quick way of me showing to y'all how I price my items for resale. I just really like, now I sell a lot of modern clothing, so there is usually a lot of sold comps for my items, and I'm able to gauge really where to price it. Keep in mind, however, if you have a super unique piece or just a piece that you feel like you need to up the price on, go with your gut. That is another tip I want to give you. A lot of times we have unique pieces and we can underprice them to kind of stay in the market for what they're going for. But a lot of people do sort on eBay by price high to low just to see what's out there. And a lot of people are looking for those unusual, unique items. So if you have something like that, definitely price it up and go with your gut. If you have something that's maybe cashmere or wool and you're not finding a lot of comps for that brand with those materials, maybe price it a little bit higher. If you have any other questions about pricing your pre-owned clothing for resale, leave them in the comments and I will make sure to answer it. I hope y'all found this video helpful, and I will see y'all tomorrow for a new fun video. Bye, y'all.